Before I get started on this one, it's not a hard thing. It's funny how as I look at the examples that are given by our author and stuff like that, it's funny how often I'm like, I would have done that a little differently. Or maybe I would have named that a little bit differently. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Just like building a project, if you had to do it on your own, but you're in a class, your friend that's in the class might build it a little bit differently than you do, and that's okay. I mean, if it works and it has integrity to it. So I want you to notice that as we get deeper and deeper, you may not agree on, oh, geez, why did the author do it this way? Or why did Lupoli do it this way? Why didn't he do it this way? I respect that. Now, there might be some clear, solid answers on why, but there might be some other ones where it's like, I could see how that was done, and then try it out and see if it blows up in your face. I've done that plenty of times before, too. In this particular example, it's doing an associative or a composite entities. On the overall setup that we have here, we're going to build a bridge, literally enroll, between two relationships that have some direct relationships really among them, but we're going to use the bridge to help, do just that. But the bridge also has its own meaning on this, and this is where me, design-wise, I could have done a little differently. But student is just that. It's going to be student number, student last name. Could have had more in there, but we're keeping it simple. The enroll is an interesting beast in all of this. It's going to have that class code. It is going to have the student number, but it's also going to have what grade they got back out of it. And that's where the interesting part is, because as we go to class is where it's being held, how many credits it is, the class times. So these two are definitely not related. They're not related. Well, they shouldn't be as one table, let's put it that way. So they have their own very respective items that they're taking care of. How about that? Okay. How we are doing our associative is really by using the primary keys on each of these. And notice it's a step procedure to get from one to another. It's also a very strong relationship. Remember, strong meant that your foreign key is going to be used as part of the key for the next one. So notice we have a strong relationship from student to enroll. And in enroll, we have the class code is in there, so you could say strong. It's more of a weak one on this one. But we have part of that's going to be used for the class portion of our entity or a portion of our data. So it's a stepping stone to get from where the student is, check enrollment, to put them into the class. So student does not show up in the class exactly. We have to use enrollment to make that connection on which student really is in that class. But notice this keeps class small, tight, not too much overload on data, no data redundancy. And that's the associative effect of being able to knock down. Each of these have their own job, but you can link them using their primary and foreign keys to tell you exactly, hey, that student is in this class using enroll. Whew. A lot of stuff, but again, I'm trying to make sure you understand the overall connection, making sure you also understand that each of these have their own very specific jobs, and there's no redundancy between them at all other than the keys in order for them to identify how that we get and bridge that associative entity relationship. And how are we doing that? We're usually starting from the arrow is going to show up on student. I'm going to use the student number to go to the enrollment. The enrollment is going to then tell me what class that student is in. So it's a step-by-step process for that associative or composite entity within a relationship.